8 rappers who use alter egos. The culture around hip-hop has incorporated the use of side personas, alter egos, and characters throughout its history. These characters can range from the more outlandish and distinct personas, like the king of the underground MF Doom, to the more subtle character changes, such as Kendrick Lamar rapping from other people's perspectives. Using another character offers a fresh perspective and another way to approach a subject, allowing an artist to change up their style in an artistically consistent way. Here are 8 rappers who have been known to use alter egos. Before we start the video, make sure you click the like button and don't forget to subscribe to our channel. Number 8. T.I. Atlanta legend T.I. debuted an alter ego of his own with the 2007 album T.I. vs. Tip. The split personality on display on this concept album bridged the gap between the T.I. on the come-up and the T.I. today. T.I. represented the shrewd businessman and entrepreneurial side of the man. Tip was more related to his roots, styling himself as a hardcore hustler, player, and moneymaker. In terms of musical execution, T.I. aligned himself with the more pop, hook-driven club jams, while Tip handled the grittier subjects and themes. On a side note, T.I. was originally going by the name Tip when he was first coming up in the rap game. When he signed with Arista Records, he changed it to T.I., so that people would not confuse him between him and his new label mate Q-Tip of A Tribe Called Quest fame. Number 7. YNW Melly.
Got mixed personality. I really do though, Melvin. He been inside of me. Like he been in, like mentally, like inside of me, but I ain't have a name for him. Like when I was in the streets. Until one day, I met Hennessy, and then he was just, I looked in the mirror, he was like, Melvin! And I was like, what the f?
Before being locked up for the death of his former crew members, YNW Melly was on the up and up, in large part due to his use of various personalities. He's one of the only new artists who utilizes alter egos in his music. They are so distinct to him that he considers each one its own person. Melly is playful, well-liked, and jocular. His alter ego Melvin is a more serious persona that reflects his rough upbringing. Melly revealed in an interview that he has been diagnosed with bipolar disorder, so it makes sense that he would use different personalities to reflect different moods. The line between personality and reality got blurred when 2 members of Melly's crew, NYW Sackchaser and NYW Juvie, were killed in an alleged drive-by. Some noticed that many of the lyrics from Melly's hit Murder on the Mind seem to relate to the killings, despite the fact that Murder on My Mind was recorded 2 years before the shooting. Nevertheless, police found evidence that Melly had set up the shooting himself, and he turned himself in shortly thereafter. He's now on trial for 2 counts of first-degree murder. Number 6. Mac Miller.
Larry Fisherman. He's just, the quiet type. Had a family that he used to provide with fish. He was a professional fisherman, commercially. And then the sushi business really took off, and he wasn't getting the right fish for sushi, so he had to turn to making beats. And then there's Larry Dollars. And Larry Dollars, he's incarcerated. He has a really rough past. He's trying to become.
Of course, most people remember Mac Miller for his work under his main alias, but he has had a number of offshoot projects that incorporate their own personas too. His pitched-up alias under the name Delusional Thomas attracted a cult following, reminding many of the similarly pitched Quasimodo of Madlib fame, but with more of a horrorcore twist. He released just 1 mixtape using this alias, but it is not his only use of alter egos in his discography. Miller also produced under the name Larry Fishman for all sorts of LA-based rappers and groups, along with releasing 2 beat tapes of his own, titled Run-On Sentences Volume 1 and 2. Another lesser-known moniker of Mac's was Larry Lovestein, occasional rapper and jazz aficionado with a bend towards jazz beats and arrangements. It was seen at the time as an outlet from the struggles with fame and criticism that Mac faced under his own name, liberating himself from expectations and pressure. Number 5. Tupac. Tupac famously released his alter ego known as Machiavelli on his classic album All Eyes on Me. But the alter ego would not get his own stage to shine on until after Tupac's death. Released 2 months after the fatal shooting, and therefore becoming Pac's final album, The Don Killuminati, The 7-Day Theory, was produced and rapped entirely under the Machiavelli moniker. Noticeably more somber and laid back, the album also led to conspiracy theories about Tupac not actually being dead, a theory which persists to this day. In any case, Machiavelli allowed Tupac to explore more solemn and darker themes, addressing daily struggles and black identity in a surprisingly different way from what people had come to expect out of Tupac. The album is a mainstay in hip-hop lore, and its influence can be felt not only through its music, but through its cultivation of the alter ego as a meaningful artistic choice in the rap game. Number 4. Tyler, the Creator. Tyler, the Creator has come a long way artistically since his early days with Odd Future. It makes sense then that he would make use of various personas to represent these changes. One of his more well-known alter egos is that of Wolf Haley. Wolf was introduced on Goblin as the man who steals the girlfriend of fellow camper Sam. In a broader sense though, Wolf tends to represent the idea of coolness in Tyler's mind, epitomizing all that is fresh, dope, and popular.
This Wolf Haley guy is the guy that I really want to be. He's just wild. He's just crazy.
Many songs on the albums Goblin and Wolf involve Tyler getting into arguments with his alter ego. Beyond the obvious personality changes that come with names, Tyler also seems to write his albums from different places too. Even if not named as such, albums like Igor and Flower Boy take on stylistic changes that see Tyler writing from a different perspective. Number 3. Nicki Minaj. A lot of people don't know that Nicki went to a performing arts school at a young age, and before she pursued a rap music career, she thought that she was going to become an actor. What she learned while attending that school, she expressed in music through her many alter egos over the years. But her personal favorite, and most used, is that of Roman Zolanski. She described Roman as a gay British man, who she uses as an outlet for more brazen and outspoken lyrics. Recognizable by his crazy and outlandish persona, Roman is also known to be a bit malicious, threatening, and angry. Roman's mother, Martha Zolanski, is also an alter ego of Minaj's, often chastising Roman for his choices in lifestyle. Roman's homosexuality often clashes with Martha's traditional outlook, and the conflict between the two drives such songs as Roman's Revenge and Roman Holiday.
Situation with you have many different alter egos, right?
Oh yes.
Roman is one, and then you have...
Roman is one, Barbie is one. She's like the little innocent girl. I have Martha, who's Roman's mother. She's like a crazy lady from London. And actually, she's gonna make her debut in the video that I just shot with Drake. It's for a song called Moment for Life. So we just shot that video, and Martha, like, you'll actually see Martha in the video. It's gonna be kind of weird.
Great.
In her most recent album, Queen, Minaj took on a new alter ego by the name of Chun-Li, who has a bad guy persona and is based off the iconic Street Fighter character. Number 2. Eminem. What would this list be if it didn't include Slim Shady himself? Eminem cashed in off the enormous success of the Slim Shady LP, which introduced Slim Shady as a violent, misogynistic vagabond, who has now become one of, if not the most well-known alter egos in recent music history. Incorporating elements of horrorcore over complex rhymes, the Slim Shady LP took the world by storm and propelled Eminem to superstardom. He would split time between Slim and Eminem over the course of his career, with Slim handling the more crazier and zanier lines that were on a mission to disrespect people, with tracks such as Without Me and Kill You, highlighting Slim's over-the-top buffoonery. Eminem would find success rapping as his own man too, but his come-up in the late 90s was defined by Slim Shady, and he would continue to revisit the character throughout his career, though never fully committing to it for a full album. Number 1. MF Doom. This is the classic case of an alter ego in the rap world. The underground king himself, MF Doom. Even his main moniker is an alter ego in of itself, taking from comic book imagery and styling himself after the Fantastic Four villain Dr. Doom. Performing with a mask, rapping about taking over the world, and never showing his face, MF Doom came to represent the artistry of the alter ego, in music and in life. Despite styling the entire character using this persona, MF Doom still took the time to create even more personas via side projects under different monikers as well. Victor Vaughn was one such solo project, with the name taken from Dr. Doom's real name, Victor Von Doom. Another solo release was Take Me to Your Leader, released under the name King Ghidorah, named after the Godzilla monster. While these albums offer similar quality in terms of beats and rhyming, they each take on a life of their own, each giving their own distinct styles. Victor Vaughn is darker and moodier, while King Ghidorah is more frantic and upbeat. Thanks for watching the video. Did we forget anyone on this list? Who's your favorite rapper on here? Let us know in the comments section below. And before you leave, don't forget to like and subscribe.